hey, we're just evacuating, so, ignore the combat armor.
You see, and that's the best thing, too. What if that had, worked perfectly? Again, we get back to the subject. They're just trying to help people escape. You get right into Romero.
Well, no, then it becomes B-movie, and while they're helping us escape, the place becomes sieged by infected.
Yes!
That'd be cool, actually.
And then it becomes an escape scene.
But
or you guys just hole up in the city.
But the problem is, everything that the paranoid guy's been saying has started to come true, so now everyone's listening to what Potman says.
So he's trying...
Oh shit.
Well,
right.
At the beginning in character, out of character, we all knew shit was going to hit the fan, but in character, we wouldn't believe it. But now there's been reason to start believing everything's gone to hell.
Mm-hmm.
I think the rats and the whole parent eating thing solidified it for Cat.
Tony really hasn't been that broken yet.
My concern, my biggest thing is birds. If the rats are infected, how many birds eat rats?
Well, the question is, can the birds still fly after they're infected?
Well, so far it hasn't grossly affected the natural mobility of other things.
Did you see that deer tumble down the stairs?
Deers aren't made to go downstairs.
Deers are made to go down slopes.
The rats are fast. The cows charge shit. The zombies walk upright.
I'm just saying, just because it can go fast doesn't mean it can.
Well, no, but
lie.
You can't automatically adjust.
The logic I'm using is that they still understand their base types of movement.
Right. The logic I'm using is that their flesh tends to slough off, along with large amounts of fur.
But
I don't know
not
if they'd have enough. I don't know if they'd have enough feathers to actually fly.
But that doesn't happen instantly. They might fly.
It
several
seems
miles
to happen
away
in less than a day,
burn.
considering
How
how
far
long.
can they fly in a day? And then they die there in turn, and the infection starts spreading in those places.
I don't know. It also seemed like we didn't see a single bird our entire time in Summer Meadow.
Mm-hmm. The birds might just leave.
Yeah, I think they might have just fucked off.
They just fuck off.
Maybe.
I think a lot of animals will also probably just do that as well.
I think that a lot of stuff just fucked off.
See, what I start to wonder is, cows, okay, I can kind of, how are these other animals getting infected?
Well, dogs probably got infected because, they're fucking owners. And rats might have tried to eat corpses that were infected.
And the cattle are too dumb to escape.
Aside from that...
Well, the deer.
The deer probably...
there are very few of those. They were probably...
I've seen, 2.
They probably got grabbed by dogs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do we remember seeing bite marks on any of those animals?
We did.
I think
or was
they
it
were
just
all,
general decay?
I think they were all too rotten for us to see.
Yes, they are all too rotten for you to really perceive one way or the other.
How rotten were the people?
Very.
Very
rotten. At varying stages of decay, some of them look like they were relatively fresh, several days, and others look as if they fucking clawed out of the damn graveyard behind the old Lutheran church.
Possibly because they did.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we saw the freshly
That's what Bunny said.
dirt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it's difficult for you to discern bite marks since you weren't exactly looking for those back in session 2. Were there actual, bite marks on all that ruined, cadaverous flesh?
Maybe.
Yeah, we've overlooked a lot of opportunities for research.
We tend to prioritize just surviving.
We're not exactly scientists.
Your characters, don't exactly prioritize such a thing.
No, but we might want to start to,
Now.
In the beginning, sure, I understand how everything would be strictly survival, but at this point it starts becoming, how can we survive better?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe. Probably.
Where the fuck is Knight so I can beat the shit out of him?
Good question.
So,
I
obviously,
might need to borrow that baseball bat.
as I mentioned,
I get his knees.
you folks might want to like gather and pull like all of the equipment just so you know what everything you have. How'd you like the characters?
I enjoy them.
As
They were
characters,
really-
I liked them.
They were good characters. I enjoyed.
There's
There's
just so
actually, like,
many
individual
questions.
people.
It's hard to think
So
about
much
other
murder.
things.
Mm-hmm.
So much murder.
Yes, and there was quite a few characters. Imagine what might have changed had different people been rescued or different people left to die.
Now I will say,
This-
feel slightly cheated that the token just moved into the elevator and poofed without having a chance to react.
Well, you were kind of far away.
Well, no, it was like 3 squares away. It was like token starts moving and it's like, oh, it stepped into and it's gone. It's like, well then, that was a thing.
And it's gone. Could get you a nice 401k, and it's gone.
Yeah. Fucking South Park.
You know, maybe she did better on reacting than the person who doesn't have fast reaction time.
But again, then the question becomes, why did she go?
Because she's a better liar than you thought.
Extremely good liar.
Because she had her own suspicions about Dr. Knight and wanted to check.
But then why wouldn't she?
Tell
Because she
you.
just didn't feel
Ask
like being
for
on
help.
that level anymore.
Because she thought she could take care of herself.
She is a strong, independent woman.
Because she wanted to check on the little girl.
She didn't want to look paranoid in front of the guy who saved her.
She wanted to make sure Shaky was doing okay.
She
She-
wanted
No,
to go,
none of those could possibly be it.
she wanted to go and kill Dr. Knight.
Just dismissing it all. No,
She wanted to take a second look at the room up there in case she missed something.
Anything.
But
There's
again,
also-
She wanted
why
someone she
wouldn't you
could connect
say
with on
something?
an intellectual level.
So the little girl.
kept up. I passed the check to keep up with them on a basic level.
Dude, Potman has gone off on his own to strike off to do shit all the time without telling anyone.
But that's Potman. I mean, I will point out my character's not stupid. He just doesn't have the same training.
I mean, you can be smart all you want, but if you don't know the field, you can get bits and pieces.
Right, what I'm saying is he wouldn't be completely lost as long as they were explaining things.
In stupid terms.
Semi-stupid, yeah.
As long as they were slowing down and making less progress just to keep you in the loop.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Sure.
Still, just a lot of questions.
And those questions are better than the answers you would receive. Ah.
Only because it's me, right?
No, only because that's how it works. Did the same thing with VTM.
Pretty
We'd
much.
obviously meet the general at one point, and it literally is that he just looks different to everybody.
No, he really is Bruce Campbell. It just happens that that was his actual appearance.
I loved how that fast had come to life. Wait, the general.
The 5 fake generals.
I just really liked when Potman was like, because we were all on fucking drugs. What the fuck?
But it all
Potman.
seems real.
Seems
So real.
Yeah, that's what fucking drugs do to you. Jesus Christ.
But so
We're not
real.
But we're not drug addicts.
No shit. Why do you think you reacted so badly?
Because it was so real.
That's right. They knew your exact body weight. They tailored those concoctions specifically for you.
Except the one
This
where
is
I
my
had to be
drug. It
AFK
was
for
made
10
for me.
minutes.
Yep. Except for that, yes. That one they got a little off.
He lost more weight from not eating than they anticipated.
Yes. You were more recalcitrant than they had planned.
Recalcitrant.
Okay.
They had not had properly calibrated the contingency plans, and after you getting shocked by a fucking cattle prod.
Yeah, well, I got one of them down.
I'll hang my hat on that.
If I'd gotten the other one down, then I would be the one holding the cattle prod.
Yeah, that wouldn't go bad.
then I'd have the cattle prod.
The door
was-
cattle prods.
The door was open. There'll just be a naked man running through the hallways on PCP with 2 cattle prods.
And long range shot in 3, 2, 1. Down.
Damn it.
Fuck, I'm back in the cell.
It would be amazing if somehow the door at the top was open and he managed to run out into the labs like that.
Knowing what you know now about
Hey, man.
that, yeah.
Meeting Dr. Cross just completely naked.
It's like, hey, sup?
Yeah, those scientists wouldn't have had questions.
Nope.
And that's when Dr. Knight knocks you unconscious.
No way, man. I'd totally take him.
Well,
No, that's when Cross shoots you because she got startled and thought you were a new strain of zombie.
Oh.
No, but I could have loved you, baby.
But I could have loved you, baby. That was it. It's great. It's great.
I could have fallen in lust with you.
I will say that the immense 6 degrees of success that Fletch had played a factor into the dice rolls I made.
New angle. She had second thoughts about going through with being part of the plan.
what plan?
She went up to confront Knight about it to say that it's all wrong, and then he did the B-movie backhand.
Right. And obviously she didn't want to
By the way, I
express
hope
her.
you realize the B movie backhand is where someone backhands sense into someone. They go, "Psh,
It was
come
obviously
with me, or you will die in here."
We will proceed with the plan immediately, bitch.
Right, which
Not,
would
not
pretty
a
much-
B movie backhand, and then he like throws her over his shoulder. Just
Just like
see. I feel like there are varying degrees of the B-movie backhand.
no,
I've seen both
the
of
B movie
those.
backhand is when someone is getting hysterical, and a backhand magically cures that.
just like sex equals death in these B-rated movies.
Yeah, with 6
that's-
degrees, I probably should have just gone for that one. Right?
Maybe you could have saved her life.
By preoccupying
With
it.
your penis.
That's right. Who knows how the situation would have
Just
turned out.
close the unlocked barracks door and have at it.
There you go. You just maybe she shows you to her quarters. Like, I thought you wouldn't. Shh.
Shut the
Fight
fuck
it.
up.
Just don't fight it.
Yeah. No more secrets.
Uh.
Wait, what?
Fuck.
Be accused of thinking with my penis here, but
It just seemed like a bad time to go for it.
it's not like
But a good time to lay
entering a magical realm.
right. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you say bad time. 2 of the player characters went to the fucking mess hall and ate food.
They were on drugs.
Like,
Side
One
note,
of them was on drugs.
And
we
if-
are going to,
and if-
side note, we are going to be much better nourished
Yeah.
now on this mountain hike.
and
Assuming they didn't poison all that food.
Yeah, assuming that.
Well, then you guys are gonna.
how paranoid are we gonna get?
How paranoid do we need to get Grimith? How paranoid?
I mean, there comes a point, right?
No, there doesn't. That's what paranoid means.
There are degrees of paranoia. Damn it!
The hole
You have
always
pushed
goes
us to the
deeper.
edge.
We're going as paranoid as possible at this point.
We have no choice.
The hole is always deeper.
Really, for anyone watching this, I mean, it's like the players just write the material themselves, and all I need to do is like adapt these ideas and.
Dude, I've played in your games before.
Yes?
Well, so have I, but they've never been like this.
What was your experience like in Vampire the Masquerade, Aaron? What was it like?
The rabbit hole never ended. The rabbit hole had no brakes.
I'm like Morpheus. I show you how deep it goes. Keanu Reeves is like, are we there yet?
No.
Dude, you want to play 20 questions?
Goddamn.
Oh,
Answers, damn it.
Come on, VGM wasn't that bad.
it was awesome. This is my kind of game.
It's my jam.
Don't worry, everyone. There'll be sessions which focus more on combat someday.
Oh, but dude,
What's a combat?
It's where you 420 no-scope your enemies.
I'm going to need to see some schematics about this.
There's definitely nothing wrong with light or no combat sessions. I just want answers.
You know,
That's
there's
So
one
many
combat.
questions were posed.
I do want some combat, particularly involving Knight and a bat.
Night is the largest reason I wanted to go back the other direction looking.
Like, I want to head towards Summer.
He couldn't have gone this way. We're going back.
I want to kill
Well-
that fucking Nazi-speaking bastard.
The best part is that you had Electro close the elevator door and I'm closet.
Maybe
Yeah,
Electro
should have just beat the shit out of him right there, but
Yeah.
I wasn't really sure how the other scientists would
Or the
react to
soldiers.
that. Yeah.
He didn't have.
Because
He didn't push the right
at that point, the majority of them, I have to assume, were all helping us, and we were helping them under like a mutual survival type agreement.
Right.
Like,
But as soon as we become tyrants, then there might be a mutiny on the bounty.
but I mean, as like when he was arguing with Kat, if he had mentioned anything about her parents, she probably would have beat the crap out of him. No, like on the spot.
If you press that one sensitive topic.
If Potman hadn't been mellowed, that shit would have gotten crazy.
Savage hands him the lighter, Knight immediately snatches it away.
I'm just saying, if that conversation had been happening without Potman having lit up and being mellow, Potman was gonna break that fucking chair over his head.
And then get taken down and then there's a bloodbath.
Maybe.
We're all
And-
dead at the end of
I'm
it.
just saying,
No.
Potman
2
high
words.
is a much better person than Potman's sober.
No?
2 words, grenade launcher.
Yeah, I did love how you took the time to mention how the grenade launcher's like draped over your soul's shoulder, like what, like he's supposed to fucking like woo, mutually assured destruction.
Just saying, it's kind of imposing.
Kind of. Maybe. It's also kind of... makes you
He
think-
made the fucking gas gun that you shot at the TV.
So then he knows how bad a grenade will feel at this range.
Yes, for all of you.
I think I can mate a maximum range for minimum damage. Just back up into the elevator and fire. -2, who cares?
You need to shoot
oh.
it like as the doors are closing.
Yeah.
Damn, wait, I'm not proficient in this guy.
I'm not trying to hit anything specific. The wall will do.
Oh, the elevator wall.
Oh god, that reminds me of Shadowrun's explosives rules.
Yeah, they were pretty awful. Like everything else in Shadowrun.
Oh god, it all goes
They were
back to
pretty awful.
Shadowrun. Oh, no.
Just,
No.
it just makes me wish that I had gotten a chance to drop a grenade down a sewer.
It's good. It's good. I'm glad the guy who left the biggest impact on you was Knight. I'm glad you all have reservations about Savage.
Knight was a wolf in wolf's clothing, and none of us noticed it.
Like, he didn't even try to hide himself, right?
No, and we just assumed, oh, he's the douchey guy that gets what's coming to him, and then he gets away.
No, he's the evil dude that we're supposed to... Yeah, no.
I love how you guys are reflecting while the elevator ride is going down. He better not have a fucking key card. As you're leaving him up there.
It's almost like none of us wanted to actually act on what we wanted to do because suddenly we're in a social situation where there's actual
exactly what it
other
was.
people there.
That's exactly
But like
what
the
it
whole
was.
time we were in Summer Meadow, we would have done whatever the fuck we had
Yeah.
to. But as soon as we're put back into a civilized or semi-civilized setting, all the reservations come back up.
Well, Tony had reservations because his feet hurt.
Yeah, he was hobbling around. It's like,
He had more than reservations.
he's like, I could kick your ass, but I mean...
And
I hurt my
Potman
foot.
was just too high to give a fuck.
And Fletch was
It all played into their plan, though, Aaron.
too mesmerized by a certain person.
It was up to Kat. She let him off
And
the
you
hook.
failed us. You had one job.
Cat, you fucking dropped the bag.
We were all busy doing stupid bullshit. You had one job.
To hold everyone's dick, like the general told you to, and lead them to victory.
I needed to get mad and just beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, you did.
And then we could all just be like, whoa, I can't believe she did that. And it would
But
all
hey,
cool.
look at this key card.
We're free.
Right, like, yeah, it sucks what she did, but look, he's still alive and now we're all free.
So, like, later.
If he had pushed her to the point that she'd attacked, he wouldn't be alive anymore.
Whoa.
Well, likely people would have dragged her, tried to drag her, maybe got our own asses kicked.
Dropped her.
Tased her?
Yeah, there you go.
Electro still had an assault rifle. I don't think he would have been too keen on the whole killing.
But then we end up with Mexican standoff.
Would we?
If he raises rifle, other people draw guns, yeah.
Potman would have just stayed leaning there at the desk.
Well, he was stoned as fuck. For the first time in 2 weeks.
For the first time in 2 weeks.
The most stoned.
The room could have been on fire around him and he might not have minded
Like,
that.
thank God a light, finally. Jesus.
He got his tolerance nice and
Anyone
low
got
again.
some rolling papers? Seriously.
Right?
I was even thinking that, like, you could cannibalize a cigarette for the paper, and sure enough.
Yeah, exactly what he did.
First thing he asked Tony for.
Either that or, like, all those, like, blank sheets of, like, paper, like, in desks and shit. Just
Yeah.
I was thinking that exact thing too, but I waited until, like, the idea of cigarettes were brought to him by Tony. Because he is not quick enough to just think of that on his own. He was like, hey, when I'm rolling paper, a receipt, I'm not proud. I'm not pretending to be dignified.
Freight Train MacGannigan is not proud of this situation.
I half expect we're going to get captured again because, let's face it, most of us have no outdoors skills and very little stealth.
Right,
at
the
best.
person who is trained in survival is Eugene.
And they know people just came up here. And based on the cars that we brought, they might assume there's upwards like a dozen people.
Right, and that's, you know, if those people who also left the base and like, yeah, bye guys, you just fucking like get in their cars and drive off, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
If they weren't like, hey, just so you know, there's some people who are like trying to flee to Romero. We know this because Eugene screamed at Romero at the top of his lungs, and his grandma is very sensitive at that subject, so you might want to be on the lookout.
And at the same time, they let us go.
You've
They
said that
know we're
multiple
out
times.
here. Yeah, like, I feel like that's a very important factor.
Right, when you get back to, did they let you go? Trusty Tony
Yes.
did succeed on that. He was going to release all of you.
But if they wanted to ensure that we stayed in, they would have had people outside just in case.
What if they
But they
wanted
get-
to...
Because what if we did beat up Knight and take his card and release ourselves?
Unless us escaping from a broken quarantine is actually what happened.
Yeah.
I really don't think it was.
You know, unless the thing that happened is actually what happened.
Instead of, forcing it.
I'm not ready to buy that one. Not for a dollar.
that seems too likely, frankly.
Nothing has been what it seems.
That's a
far.
little bit too plausible.
This conspiracy needs to go deeper into another movie or a spin-off or something.
It seems a little too raff.
Look, this is not a game of paranoia. It's all cut and dry. It's simple. It's all flesh must be
Oh
eaten.
yeah,
What's the difference?
but everything around it is not so cut.
Just a simple rule set.
Wait,
you guys are fighting
It's a
zombies.
simple rule set being run by one of the most devious bastards I've ever known.
So wait, hold on.
The simplicity gives you strength.
What? I'm not devious.
Oh,
I am a bastard factually, but I am not devious.
I am also a
The
factual.
simplicity gives him strength.
I love that. Ignorance is strength. Freedom is slavery.
Oh.
That might be one of my more favorite quotes I've heard from you, Seven. Simplicity gives you strength.
Is it not true?
I
It allows you to mold the system to do whatever you want it to.
Oh,
Right. That's why I couldn't be devious with Shadowrun. It'd be like, fuck
Not
this.
not as easily, no, because you'd have to learn
because it actually
17
has rules for
pseudosciences.
everything.
That's Shadowrun for you. I need rules for this very specific ammo type for this very specific gun. It's in there.
Fuck
And
this.
then everybody just uses stick and shock anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck this. There's Johnson is a dragon. Moving on.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
I don't like this mission you're giving us. Let's just turn it down and move on. Fuck your campaign.
Fuck your lives.
Why not just give everyone a cranial bomb?
See, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get captured again because let's face it, we're not made for this. And we're going to see night again.
And really,
Wait,
guys.
so you're saying that a bunch of norms aren't
And
well
he is
equipped?
going to gloat his ass off.
Like,
saying
oh,
that a
you
bunch of
all
dwarves-
had your chance and everything. I mean, I was right there. You were right there. You all helped me survive that horrific zombie outbreak that happened in the lab. If it wasn't for you, I would have never gotten away.
It just circumstantially, the only thing that makes sense at the moment is that Cross went to try to talk him out of the whole fuck with us ordeal. And that's going to be held
she
over.
just felt like going to a different floor.
See,
But if she suddenly trusted him so much, why would she just walk away? Unless it were something she didn't want to admit to.
that's right. I want you to know that she fought and sold you so hard. You made such a great impression. But she chose me.
And,
Well-
and the worst part, like, Fletch wouldn't know the truth, whether that's him telling, like,
Or
I'd have to try to roll to, like, is he bluffing?
how about this? She suddenly felt totally comfortable letting him handle it instead of having to do it herself.
But why wouldn't she say, I'm going back upstairs?
Because she didn't feel like bothering you. She's a
Why?
Too much
You-
respect.
she's a
you were, like,
demure,
out
shy
there.
nerd.
You're like,
She was nervous as hell the entire time.
Yeah, well,
Why wouldn't she say, I don't feel comfortable, I'm going back up?
Suddenly you have appeased her. She feels safe. She's a shy nerd, so she just goes away.
I'm not buying this devil's advocacy.
and there's also, you walk down like that main foyer area. There was like the waifu bringing like 100 rounds of ammunition, talking with Trusty Tony and everything,
But why
I mean-
wouldn't she say something? Okay,
never
psychologically, that is an important question.
And
Never
I'm
gonna
saying
know.
psychologically, she might have just fucking left without drawing any attention to herself because she's, a fucking nerd.
But if she suddenly sees him as a secure point in the whole ordeal, why would she abandon that?
She might have seen him as the safe, confident person who's going to protect her, and she doesn't want to distract him
Protect her by not being around?
by
Here's the thing.
being
I
in the
think
area where things were actually happening.
Nothing was happening.
we keep talking about the exact same over and over again. It's like,
It's
it's like a
because-
record. It's like a
Because
record on
it's
repeat.
it's the hardest thing to figure out.
Is it?
To me, yes.
Oh yes, because
Well, all of you have something that you're focusing on that you're going to take
Yeah.
away from you from the session. This is just Ryan's.
Not beating the crap out of Knight. That's my hack.
That's Chris's.
Which is much more
Potman
cut and
is-
dry, definitely.
Potman is so betrayed by Savage.
that was, and Ryan leveled that whole, like, I'm gonna, scrutinize Savage. Maybe, maybe he does run this entire installation. Failed.
Yep. So we don't even know how much truth was actually in that.
Right.
We believe it was the truth, but yeah.
Right. How trustworthy was Savage? Or any of the variables with which you were fed if you have no foundation on which to, base your mathematics.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we can't really rule out anything. I need to start using my sense motive a lot more often.
I've got one that should solve this whole thing. They were all zombies with brain implants.
Just like us, that was the operation?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh!
I'm out. That is too fucking spooky. I'm out.
Yep, we're doing a trial run for a human zombie drone.
All the hallucinogenics were actually just calibrating it for us so we wouldn't see ourselves as zombies?
Yep.
And then we were the demons.
Yes.
3 spooky, 5 everyone.
Exactly.
Maybe if you gotten within sight of those Humvee people, they just shoot you on sight because they see you as zombies.
Yep. Later on, well, and the little girl, she is a pre-implants zombie.
That's why she's so, numb and empty in the mind. Yeah.
Yeah. Later on, some of our implants are going to break, and we're suddenly going to realize that we're some fucking paramilitary zombies.
Either that, or she was actually cognizant of the fact that zombies were holding her and grabbing her all around her, the same people who probably ate everyone she ever cared about in her entire life.
Hooray!
Why do we even do this? We're making no progress.
It's glorious.
Just filling up CD time.
Just another video for Grim's viewers.
Another video for consumption.
Because you're giving me an outlet to be Potman.
Don't you have to be up early tomorrow, Aaron?
Yeah, I'm already up way too late.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, man.
I'm getting up at 5 a.m.
It's great. Not that, but it's good. So, I guess we can continue to keep the conspiracy grindstone going if you want.
Conspiracy into forever.
I really feel like it's kind of devolved into just looking for the most obscure possibilities at this point.
Right.
That's what you think.
We've already stated all the realistic and semi-realistic possibilities.
Wait. You mean Zamitzi Nazis on the dark side of the moon are semi-realistic?
No, that was in the realistic
You
category.
speak
Good.
Nazi. I am American!
Well, you speak Nazi.
That really is fascinating to me now, though, how quickly we became reserved because we were put back in a situation with other humans.
Well, it's because we actually had to temper our actions so that we could cooperate with them.
Right, that's the part that is funny. We were prisoners trying to escape this place, and we just immediately latch on and begin working with our captors.
Well, that's because from the very beginning, we had to rely on Electro to get through that door.
Right.
If it hadn't been for that, I doubt we would have latched on to people as much.
And then we had to rely on Savage to get us through the next door.
All a psychological
Taking away our
experiment.
individual.
And you weren't exactly sure of the direction to go to get out.
Right.
So, yeah, as soon as it became obvious that we needed things from these people, we started adjusting the way we behaved in order to get those things.
When really, we could have easily just, ruled them with an iron bullet.
Iron bullet.
Yep. Or bat, in your case.
No, that's made of wood.
Or they could have done the same to you.
Yeah, guns work both ways.
Well, once we got through the door, we could have easily, taken Electro by surprise. How do you not trust Trusty Tony after that speech?
Well, that would be the situation of those obviously had personally supervised your capture and torture, and he could have at any moment, especially when you're coming up the staircase, just let loose with the gun.
Mm-hmm.
But that establishes a basis of not immediately killing, and as it turns out, none of you are so cutthroat.
And you don't consider yourself devious.
What are you talking about?
This was all planned.
I'm really presenting the facts.
It
of the
was
situation.
orchestrated.
Look, you guys could have chosen to leave all of them behind. Every single one of them.
Including Dr. Cross.
Played
No, that's the exception.
including Dr. Knight, right?
We could have.
He was in the room of last minute save ease, wasn't he?
Uh-huh. He bolted at the last minute and grabbed Dr. Reynolds' attention, and then that nimble zombie attempted to block their progress, and
Fuck.
Fletch blew off that bitch's head. And that's when Electro got out, along with Dr. Knight and Dr. Reynolds. So you, I guess I would say, chose your own adventure.
Oh, God damn it.
Which clue mystery will you have?
So you're saying this is all Fletch's fault?
It was a team effort.
I'm saying it's a team effort. Except
Team
for
effort.
Trusty
We
Tony,
all-
wink wink, who never
Yes,
saved
well-
anyone.
We all did some little thing that contributed to this ending the way it did.
Not
Even
me.
Tony in his own way.
No.
That's right.
Just
He
Tony's
talked.
effort.
He talked the guards down and stuff.
That was the smart way. We didn't have any weapons. They had guns. That was just smart.
Potman had a club.
Still,
Yeah.
We all
like
had
I'm saying,
clubs.
it all contributed.
That's right. He had a club from a 5-legged computer chair.
Hey, man. That
Dude,
thing's
ain't-
scary.
A
Defies all logic.
non-Euclidean computer chair.
Aaron.
What?
Shut
Pretty sure 5 points falls into.
Euclidean geometry, probably.
Euclidean,
call that a star.
Euclidean geometry is geometry that can be plotted on a Cartesian plane.
You guys, I still like the part where Trusty Tony flung his own body at the window instead of...
Not only that, he like charged through it head first.
Yes.
I didn't do anything that dumb this time.
And then
You didn't have the physical ability to do anything that dumb again.
I'm attempting to imagine me personally bull rushing through a window that I have to jump up to actually, like, cross through. Head first.
You just
I don't see that going well at any point.
While wearing
that's
very
because you're not
crappy
reckless
clothes and
enough.
shoes.
That's right, well, wearing no shoes or, like, no head protection.
You're just not.
I'm like a potato sack.
You're just not Tony enough.
I guess not.
You need to tone it up.
Fuck you. That's it.
That's the best.
Fucking just ends on another stupid pun. God damn it.
Beautiful.
Are you all good for next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should
As far
be.
as far as I know.
Okay.
We getting experience?
I suppose.
You can always get back to us. It's fine.
I'll think about it. Have to properly assess your achievements.
Okay.
Now, who knows what you all could have achieved if you had just taken care of Knight and then left the base.
Sticking point.
It's gonna be the big sticking point for this entire game.
Not devious. Not devious.
Okay, I would like to
Right.
I would like to actually say that Knight needs to gain a drawback.
Adversary?
I feel like he deserves a few adversary points.
No, Tony doesn't care.
But
I would
the thing
happily
is,
hunt him down if I knew where he was at.
Potman would really rather never see him again.
Oh, I would hunt his ass down. And I think Cat
So
would be
dead.
right beside me.
so I should pencil that onto the character sheet. Then adversary 1.
Yes, at least, yeah, like a 1 or 2, I would say would definitely fit.
I'd say 1, since we've got no fucking clue where he
Well,
is.
1 is like an equal person.
Well, technically, he is
Shit, that
equal.
makes it like a half.
Well, right, but there's like at least 2 of you united in this. Cat
Yeah,
and
but-
Fletch.
People
So
who have-
he totally
People
won't
have no
outsmart us
fucking
again.
clue where he is.
He went this way or the other way. I'll find him.
Hey, Grimith, can I take adversaries that don't have any clue where I might be? They're in, like, Mexico looking for me?
No, I'm afraid.
Does that count as an adversary?
I'm afraid you can.
Okay, well, will I not point out that, or I will point out every chance just getting to where we are now. I was trying to find him.
He was. He was.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right,
trying to
right.
find him doesn't make you any closer to actually finding him.
Maybe his car crashed off the side of the road. You know, things can happen.
Maybe
I'm
there was a
still
hidden drive
going
we missed.
I was trying to get, like, a physical description of his car so I could start trying to track him down.
It's true.
True.
I have not given up on this.
Okay, well, That's cool and all, but I think that this might have given up on you.
Yeah.
I think it'll be like 50 years from now.
You Nazi son of a bitch!
Excuse me? It's like in his fucking 90s.
It's like, you Nazi son of a bitch!
We turn into zombies to eat him.
Who are you?
Our first action as a zombie is to eat Dr. Knight.
Okay, all it says is that the character's made an enemy that automatically, they made an enemy that is somebody who dislikes the character, but they wish nothing less than the destruction of the target, either by killing or ruination. Does not say they have to know where you are. They are trying to actively destroy you.
Okay.
Okay, so Potman could have enemies in Hong Kong searching in
Justify
Hong Kong to
Whatever.
try and find Potman.
If you could justify it.
He made a pot deal to Triads. Went south.
To try that.
And they don't even begin to know where to look for him.
That's why he has Adversary 5.
I feel like something like the
What the hell's
Triad,
that
though,
kind
could
of-
easily track you down.
Track him down.
They don't have any contacts in Northeast Pennsylvania.
Are you sure?
No,
They have one by the name of Trusty.
I'm not sure.
That's one of the contacts.
That would be great. Contacts Triads.
That's how he gets all his cheap imported
They're
cars.
like, we're looking for a Eugene MacGannigan, also known as Potman. Have you? Yeah. You guys want the finest grade fucking doobies around, man. I'll take you to them. Thank you, Mr. Ramirez. Your assistance will not go unrewarded.
Sweet.
That
like
did
it.
not sound Chinese.
It wasn't intended to. It was
got
meant
the
to
Wi-Fi.
sound foreign.
You've generically lumped all the rest of the world together.
You should be able to appreciate that, right?
Should I?
Yes.
Should I really?
Yeah.
You're required to now.
Apparently.
It's not required material. What it is all these obsessions you have leaving this table. It's good. I want the players to think about the game. I want it to matter to them.
Probably
Yeah,
matters too
accomplished.
much right now.
Alright, I'm gonna go the fuck to sleep now.
All right, kids. Toodaloo.
Have a good
Later.
night.
Bye.
And that's another session of All Flesh Must Be Eaten, folks. Time to go make sweet, sweet love to my air conditioner. Bye-bye.